Nagbabalik po ang Rotary in Action and it's now time for our Governor's Corner. At ngayong gabi kasama natin si world-class President Dhelle Tomampoc ng Rotary Club of Manila Magic. Magandang gabi sa iyo.
Magandang gabi.
World-class President Dhelle.
Thank you. Magandang gabi.
Siyempre, ngayon, simula na ng panibagong Rotary Year. Ano? Be a gift to the world. Ano ba ang maasahan ng ating mga miyembro sa ating Rotary Club of Manila Magic para sa taong ito?
Siguro konting background muna. Basically, yung Rotary Manila Magic is kaka-fourth induction. I'll be the fourth president of our club. And kaka-celebrate lang namin ng third year charter anniversary. So, isa sa mga President's challenge ko sa mga miyembro ko is really to grow our membership population.
Membership growth. Okay, that's very
and
good.
then strengthen the bond that we have. Kasi the thing that makes our club stronger is really the family orientation that we have. Given that also we were previously Rotaractors as well. So yung kumbaga yung energy and vibrance nung club members namin is there. And madali siyang humatak ng growth.
Nabanggit mo na kayo ay binubuo ng mga Rotaractors natin.
Yes.
So, up to this day, majority of your club is composed of former Rotaractors. Ganun ba yun?
Yes. Siguro nasa mga 80% of our members.
Talaga?
And siguro sa mga members na rin na yun were also past presidents of our designated clubs previously.
And I assume na lahat kayo ay mga batang-bata pa.
Na siguro naman, safe to say, average of 30, yung age group.
Alam mo, masundan lang natin na Gobjes, yung sinabi mo, na sinabi niya na they are mostly former Rotaractors. I can just imagine yung passion ng club na to. Kasi pag former Rotaractor ka and you join Rotary, dala-dala mo pa yung energy, yung pagiging Rotaractor mo.
Correct.
And at the same time, actually, hindi naman kakaiba Rotaract and Rotary because Rotaract is really a partner in service of Rotary, is sponsored by Rotary. So para ka lang nag-crossover to another level of service, di ba? So I'm sure mahahawa ang mga Rotarians ng District 3810 sa klase ng paglilingkod at saka ng fellowship ng Manila Magic.
Yeah, I think that's a basic advantage of having young members on the club. No?
And siguro more on addition to passion is really the addiction to service. We have this mantra in the club that we have 3 T's that we give to the club and to the community.
3 T's.
T's.
Oh,
So that's treasure, talent, and time. So in our age bracket, and most of us are in the middle stages of our career as well. So hindi siguro namin masyadong maibigay yung treasure because we are still building our wealth. But basically, siguro, let's say, talent and time, yun, talagang buhos-buhos even when we were Rotaractors.
So ano naman ang mga activities ng club ninyo, considering that you are all young and energetic and passionate all at the same time? No? So anong project na ginagawa ng club?
Basically, for this year, when we had our strategy planning, what most of us feel is that when we were formerly Rotaractors, majority of our projects were related to literacy. But now that we are Rotarians, we're now looking at the different focus of Rotary, the 6 focus of our Rotary, and see where, let's call it test the waters, where we see fit that this time we have new blood, we have infusion of new members, then we might look at different angles. So we are looking at the angle of economics. We have members that are in line with finance. So we can
economic and community development.
Correct. And we can use that, leverage on their profession, and then share what they learn. One of the things kasi that we do in our vocational project is we call it roundtable discussions. So each of us are coming from different fields, and then we share to our members, and we even invite guests to share what we know in our certain profession.
I'm sure, Gobjes, it's the same in our district. We have a young club like sa Manila Magic. And ang problem nila yung funding. But the district can always help. By the way, Bella, you mentioned that to Governor Obet. The district can always help because they are equipped with district grant They are equipped with global grant, but you have to ask for it.
Totoo.
Yan. You have to submit a project that the Rotary Foundation can fund. Ano? And dito papasok na yung culture na, syempre, since you'll be receiving, you should also be prepared to give to the Rotary Foundation, which I'm sure you're already
Correct.
practicing. Okay, how do you deal with the challenges na kayong lahat new generation, naiinggit ako kasi new generation Alam mo, pag sinabing new generation we're talking of the future of Rotary, di ba? New generation. We're talking of the future of our country. How do you will deal with this scenario na kayong lahat you're still upcoming in your respective careers? Ano bang anong level ng mga projects na ginagawa ng inyong club?
Well, given that we have that certain bond in the club, we leverage or we bank on teamwork. So we will be able to surpass different challenges. If, for example, I will not be the one available, may natural na sa other people na may forces na sila naman yung sasalo pag hindi ko naman kaya or pag sila. Ng saluhan principle, I think those will be a big source of our energy na mapatuloy yung mga proyekto. But in terms of other challenges, totoo, I mentioned earlier na funds talaga, it's a big but we know the avenues that we could get funds as well. I think we practiced that enough. Even we were Rotaractors, we were still students at that time. And then we were still able to manage and serve our community. Siguro may kasamang face value, kapalan ng mukha, to actually really think of projects, fundraising activities.
Bigyan kita ng tip, Dhelle.
Yes.
In our latest discon, yung last discon namin, we passed a resolution increasing the governor's fund by 100 pesos. And that 100 is for projects of the youth. So, siyempre, may discon din kayo. Baka gusto nyo i-consider yon. Because once approved during the district conference, then you can look at an additional 100 pesos or na para talaga sa youth projects and programs.
And I'm sure Manila Magic, Rotary Club of Manila Magic will be more than willing to sponsor, di ba? Kailangan lang you have to talk to the world-class presidents na tulungan ka when it comes to having this pass in your district conference.
Correct.
Bigyan kita ng kopya ng resolution namin.
Maganda nga.
And
Paghahandaan.
you being the club with the young members, kayo dapat talaga ang magpapas na
Correct.
mag-sponsor na.
And actually, that's the main core advocacy that we promote. It's really to, just to quote our governor, Obet, when he mentioned during my induction that there's a scarcity of leaders, good leaders in this country. And hopefully, now that we are now Rotarians and will be able to influence the new generations
Correct.
and Rotaractors, will be able to infuse some knowledge of how good governance is or how to be a better leader and doing things with integrity and things like that.
Then, aside from money, siyempre yung mga Rotaractors, being young, madami kayong activities Siyempre, as you said, sa work, sa career, ngayon pa lang kayo tumataas, no? And then, of course, yung
Family.
Meron diyang family. Meron diyang mga ligawan and boyfriend, girlfriend, etc. Yung mga ganon. So, how do you cope with all these demands and challenges?
Siguro
And balance this with your involvement in Rotary?
Well, personally, I can speak for my experience. What I really do is proper planning, time management. I know that I'm committing to this certain role. I know that I'll be serving as a president for a year. So I'll be engaging the people that I need to be engaged and then tell them my plans, agree and get something on board, and then see to it that the plans will be executed well at least. So, advanced planning talaga ang pinaka-important. And emphasizing to my club na even in my speech, I told them that be on time. It's very precious talaga when you really commit to a certain time. If it's 6 o'clock, we really have to stop.
But how is attendance?
Well, so far,
Let's say, ilang members kayo ngayon?
ngayon 24.
24. So, of the 24 members, for example, what at average attendance rate are you able to accomplish?
Well, membership-wise, siguro, maximum yung members lang talaga is 10. But normally, we tend to get guests as well, and then influence, and then see if they jive with our personalities in the club.
Were you able to maintain yung average age nyo when you started 3 years ago up to now? Or you're now starting to get more matured Rotarians or members to come in? To balance, ano? Kasi minsan, you also need experience and wisdom, di ba? So kami yun. Hindi naman pwedeng puro kayo young, di ba?
Take note, sinabi niya, more matured. Hindi matured Rotarians, hindi older.
Matured looking Rotarians. I'm sure, ganun ang trend kasi. There should be a balance also, di ba? Na as you mature, di ba? You will mentor young Rotarians. But in your case, kayo kasi, young na kayo kagad when you started. Do you plan to invite other Rotarians not belonging to your age bracket?
Wala naman kaming naging limit. We didn't say that we will not accommodate or accept or we will not invite.
Yung mga non-Rotaractors, are they open to join?
Yes, actually, it's just a natural tendency maybe. It's normally if you have a certain bracket in the group, you tendency to mamagnet mo yung mga same wavelength, same thinking, mga like-minded folks. So, hindi naman siya limit.
I'm curious, Dhelle. In the case of us matured ones in Rotary clubs, when there is a new member or a couple of members who are young, then kuminsan it takes some effort for the younger ones to blend with the older ones.
Correct.
Kung sumali kaya sa club ninyo dahil 24 and average age 30, may sumali kaya na 2 or 3 older ones, let's say past 50. Do you think they can easily blend as well? Or how will your members kaya accept itong mga, of course they will accept, no? But in other words, magbe-blend ba yan with sa inyo?
Siguro I'll speak with my experience driving with our sponsoring club, Rotary Manila, when we were Rotaractors. A lot of them are really matured already, and we were Rotaractors coming into their circle. It is a challenge. It's gonna be a two-way relationship talaga. And you cannot really please and get everybody on board. But if this is a different scenario, a mature one coming to our club, I think the reason that they're joining is they already see a connection somewhere, and then they already felt na they can connect. So we'll just leverage on that and build on that further. But I think if gusto pa talaga nilang sumali, they felt na gusto nila yung energy namin. So I think they will also contribute naman.
Ang importante doon, you're not limiting it,
Yes.
di ba? So ako, I agree na there should be no limit,
Correct.
age limit for that matter, when it comes to service. Diba? Anyway, Rotary is for service. So maski anong edad, if you're willing to really help, especially those who are needy, mga kababayan natin, Rotary Club should open themselves
Correct.
to all kinds, di ba? Young and old Rotarians alike.
And in reality naman, we will also grow old. We will also mature. So, we don't want naman, we will not be welcome when we grow old too.
Alam mo, Jess, kaya ako sinasuggest na mag-open up. Kulang daw sila ng treasure. Yun yung papapasokin natin, na treasure.
Actually, kaya ko sabi yes ako.
Okay.
Kasi meron treasure.
It's nice to be speaking to someone who is much younger than June and me. And on the topic of younger members, Rotary clubs composed of younger members. No? On that note, Dhelle, maybe you have some parting words that you wish to share with our viewers. Please go ahead.
I'm happy that I got invited with this. Hopefully that there will be more new generations joining Rotary, because it's a good advocacy. It's a good vision, especially banking on integrity. This is something that our country needs, and even us as a person in our personal life, we need to practice that.
Very well said, Dhelle. Huh? June?
Okay, alam mo, yung vision ng Rotary, nung araw pa yan, Jess, by the way, I'm also a former interactor, Rotary actor. It's the same until now.
Correct.
And I think the vision really is for the Rotarians to become architects of mankind's destiny through you. Kayo ang aming bet. Nung araw, kami raw pero wala na, nalipasan na kayo na ngayon yan. You will be our bet to make this world a better place.
Parang pressure. Pressure.
Okay, so maraming salamat sa iyo, World Class President Dhelle. Sana ay makasama namin kayo muli sa susunod and we wish you all the best in all your future endeavors. Mga kasambahay, yan po ang nilalaman ng ating Governor's Corner ngayong gabi. Huwag po kayong alis, magbabalik po ang Rotary in Action.